right opposite to the main entrance of the beautiful main Ranakpur Jain Temple dedicated to Adinatha, stands a small but beautifully designed temple. It is a stone's throw away and is destined to literally stay in the shadow of the bigger Chaturmukha temple, the temple that is the pride of Rajasthan. Hardly any of the tourists that were swarming the bigger temple made their way to this small temple when we went there. A handful of Jain devotees were offering their prayers here. This was the Parshwanath Jain Temple Ranakpur. The temple is located within the campus of the Ranakpur Jain Temples. In fact, as you make your way to the main temple, you have to pass by the Parshvanatha Jain Temple on your right. A guard stands outside the entrance to the Parshwanath Jain Temple. Many walk past without so much as a second glance. Steps lead up to a narrow door set in an exquisitely carved door frame that stands in stark contrast to the plain wall around it. The temple, which is on a raised platform, cannot be seen from down below. It is only when you enter into the doorway that you can see the contours of the beautifully designed temple. The temple stands in the middle of an open courtyard. One can get a good view of the Chaturmukha Jain Temple towards the left of the Parshwanath Jain Temple. The Parshvanatha Jain Temple itself consists of a small pillared outer courtyard that leads to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Inside the temple, there is a beautiful idol of Parshwanath. At the top of the Sanctum Sanctorum rises the Shikara, in keeping with the Nagara style of architecture. The outer walls of the Parshwanath Jain Temple Ranakpur are covered with exquisite carvings that have withstood the ravages of time and nature. For those not familiar with Jainism, it is important to understand a little about the deity, who is worshipped at the Parshwanath Jain Temple Ranakpur. Parshwanath or Parshvanatha, sometimes also referred to as Paris or Parsha, was the 23rd Tirthankara according to Jain belief. Tirthankaras in Jainism are those enlightened beings who have conquered the cycle of birth and death and also show the path to others. Parshvanatha is believed to have been born about 350 years before the advent of Mahavira, who is credited with the revival and reorganization of the Jain religion. Parshvanatha is recognized by the hood of a serpent that covers his head benevolently. He is usually worshipped along with Duranandra and Padmavati, who are said to be his yakshas. Parshvanatha was the Tirthankara who succeeded the 22nd Tirthankara Neminath. There is a temple dedicated to Neminath not far from the Parshwanath Jain Temple Ranakpur, and within the same complex. The temple dedicated to Parshwanath is believed to be around 600 years old, is an integral part of the heritage of the region. It is also an important place of pilgrimage for the Jains. Another temple not to be missed when visiting the Ranakpur Jain Temples is the Ranakpur Sun Temple that stands on the main road, just outside the complex of the Ranakpur Jain Temples. though it is possible to see the Ranakpur temples on a day trip from Udaipur. It is recommended to stay overnight, as that would give you more time to explore the beauty of the temples leisurely and in detail.